Hello Southies, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cece and today you're watching another episode of Frozen Hearts, and as you can see we're here with Angelique, and she has been back in Glimmerbrook now for almost a week, I think a little bit longer. I've been playing with her and the new household that she is in currently for about that long. So she has been staying with Mala and Mala's roommates in this kind of share house that they stay in. So we have Mala, who's in her bedroom working on something, and I'll kind of introduce you to the other members of the house kind of as we go. Like this here, this is Shayla, who is hungry, so let's see if we can get her something to eat, some franken beans. I think Niles is awake, so he's up here. And then you have Jarvis, who is asleep, sleeping nicely, and then Estella, who is sound asleep herself. And as I said, Angelique has been staying with them for a little while, not very long. She's kind of developed some friendships with them. Of course, when she first got here, they were definitely really weary of her coming to the house. Definitely did not want a vampire living with them, but everybody in the house kind of rents this space from Mala, and so Mala is really the only person that has a say in who can and cannot stay in her house. So they've kind of gotten used to her a little bit. Ooh, we could see when she's had a taste of someone, she's kind of thinking about it. Those plasma packs just don't do it for her anymore, but we're gonna shove that thought. So yeah, in the last part we saw Angelique drinking from her father when she went to go find her family, and as you can see, the effects of that, here let me get in close, has caused her eyes to turn red. And so that is essentially how the vampire eyes change colors. Once they drink from a human, their eyes go to sort of the color of the strand of vampire from which they were made. So she comes from the strand of Alexander, so her eyes are red. And nobody except for Mala in the house knows that she has drank from a person. Mala has been assuring them that she's safe because she's never drank from a person. Well, of course, at this point, she's lying about that. She has drank from a person. And I think she's going to will she allow? Yeah, she's too uncomfortable. Let's let her sleep. But yeah, they're under the impression that she's never drank from a person, and they don't really understand vampire lore the same way that Mala does, so they don't really know, why vampires' eyes are a different color. They just don't really think about it. So we're gonna head. It's pretty late in the evening for everybody else. We're gonna head and let Angelique sleep, even though she doesn't really have to. She's not very tired. She is thirsty though. We will let her just kind of sleep a little bit since the rest of the house is sleeping, and we'll check back in with them a little later. Maybe we can have Mala bring Angelique to the magical collective, which is in the realm of magic. Okay, so Angelique is awake. As you can see, she's kind of in an outfit that she borrowed from Mala. Some things that Angelique is really definitely starting to recognize is she doesn't feel herself right now, and that's mostly because she doesn't really know who herself is. She has spent most of her life in and out of hospitals when she was, a human. And in her time here in Glimmerbrook as a vampire, she's been spending most of her life just sort of being shuffled around and doing what other people have told her to do. And her identity is a little bit lost, especially now that she realizes that it's been 10 years since she was with her family, and now she's got this whole brother, and her dad doesn't want her around, and so she's just kind of in a weird, dark place. As you see, she's extremely miserable. Let's see. I wanted her to see if she could get on the computer, but she's just so uncomfortable and so upset that she can't really do much of anything on there. Let's see. Now this house, I did download it off the gallery. I will say that. Let's see. We'll just have her read one of the spellcaster books that's in the house. Yeah, every person that's in here is a spellcaster. They all kind of do their own little thing. And like I said, they were really weary of Angelique at first, but now they're kind of cool with her. What Angelique is kind of understanding is none of them seem to really get along with, or not get along with, but they all seem to be kind of weary of Mala. And Angelique doesn't really know why. She hasn't really been able to get anybody by themselves to understand why. But they definitely are all a little bit... There's a vibe that she's definitely catching when everyone is around Mala. One person that Angelique has kind of bonded with the most is Jarvis, Mum Batch here. He seems to be the one that kind of opened up to Angelique first and seems to be getting along with her the most, and everyone else, they get along with her as well, but everybody else still kind of keeps their distance just a little bit. And again, Mala's just trying to help Angelique through this sort of hard time. Okay, so Mala is here talking to Angelique, and she can tell that Angelique is still feeling really miserable. And Angelique is just saying, I know. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here, but I feel like everything that I thought or that I knew has all been a lie. And she's just like, I just can't shake this, and I want to be better. But I just feel like I'm so lost right now. And of course, this really this kind of pulls on Mala's heartstrings a little bit. She wants to try to help, wants to try to make things better. And I think she's going to try and do a little bit of magic on Angelique. Maybe try to help Angelique's mood a little. Let's see, what spells does she know? What potions? Good fortune, but she needs some ingredients. One thing she needs is an apple. So let's see. Let's brew something for Angelique. So Mala's not the best at potions. She's much better with spells, but this particular spell, it only takes like one ingredient. So hopefully she's not gonna damage Angelique too bad or at all. We've bottled all of the potions. So let's see, let's come up here. Let's give Angelique this potion to see if it'll make her feel any better. Okay, and it seems to have worked. Angelique feels very playful. She just feels a lot happier. She's feeling great, and so I think that has even put Mala in somewhat of a better mood, as good of a mood as Mala can be in. And so I think Mala is going to take Angelique to the magical realm. to kind of show her what that place is like now. Okay, so now we're here in the magical realm. Let's pause it so that I can show you guys. This is a build called the Magical Collective. This is sort of like a school of magic, a safe haven, a place for spellcasters to go and learn about their craft. I did a speed build of this a while ago. You can find it on my channel. But yeah, let's go inside and see what we can see. There's a large library to go to. We'll just have the two of them kind of visit. Now we have the sages over here. This is Dexter. That is a sage that Mala studies under. And oh, she's feeling a little paranoid as per usual. And so Angelique's just going to kind of ask her, you know, what is this place? What's this all about? This is the Magical Collective. Great. All of the great spellcasters have come through these halls. Let's meet Dexter. And of course, I think Dexter is a very understanding kind of guy. And even though everyone else is probably really turned off by a vampire being here, I think Dexter is the type of guy that would be okay with meeting Angelique. Yeah, so Dexter here is just saying, hello, Angelique. Welcome to the Magical Collective. So happy to have you here. And Angelique, I think, is really happy to be here. Let's see. Let's get to know Dexter a little bit. Let's have her detect his personality first. I think detecting personalities is something that she kind of does involuntarily to all new people that she meets. It's not even something that she knows how to do. She's just doing it. And I think that even Dexter kind of recognizes this, and of course she's learned a little bit about him, some things that he probably doesn't even want her to know, and they kind of turned her off to him a little bit. He's a mixologist, he's jealous, and he's materialistic, and just like, oh, okay. And so let's meet this one here. This is Daniela. She's Sage of Untamed Magic. And she's definitely trying to meet someone that could possibly tell her if there is a way to rid her of being a vampire. And of course, Daniela's like, she's feeling uncomfortable. She knows what Angelique is. But I think Angelique, she's feeling good from that spell. So she's just kind of go with it. I don't think she can pick up on the fact that Danielle is uncomfortable, or that any of the spellcasters rather are uncomfortable with her being here. And so we're going to have Angelique just sort of ask, do you know of any spells or anything that could rid me of being a vampire? Because I just don't want to be this anymore. And Danielle's going to explain, vampires are the result of bad magic, a result of a spell gone wrong. And as far as she knows, and anyone knows, there is no way of reversing it. And she's also going to explain to Angelique that even if she could reverse it, that might mean her or reverting back to what she was before. And Angelique is like, so I'd have cancer again and I'd die. And Danielle's explaining, yes, I think so. You would. And Angelique, because of this potion that she's drank, isn't too bothered by it. I mean, she's taking in the information, but she's not responding the way you would think she responds, and she definitely knows this is because of the potion that she drank earlier. And so she's just kind of dedicating herself, well, I'll see if I can find a cure. I mean, there's got to be something. There's got to be some kind of cure. And Danielle's like, I'm more than happy to help you, but as far as I know, there isn't. And even the spell that was used that backfired and turned the first spellcaster into a vampire, there's no record of that either. So they can't even access the spell to see if there's any way to reverse it or change it or fix it. Okay, so it is the next day, next afternoon, and Angelique and Mala are just discussing all that they talked with Daniela about, and Angelique is really excited about the prospect of finding a cure for her vampirism. And of course, she is optimistic, but she's just saying, even Daniela said, the chances of us even finding the spell that was used to turn the vampire is near impossible. And Angelique's saying, well, I'm willing to put in the research. I mean, obviously I have all eternity to figure it out. And Mala is kind of excited about the prospect of looking. One thing that Angelique wants to do, though, is change her clothes. That spell that she took is definitely giving her a little bit bolder confidence, and she's just saying, Mala, thank you so much for helping me over these last few months. I know that you provided a lot to John, especially clothes, but I can't keep wearing stuff like this. I have to look somewhat like myself, even if I don't know what myself is, but I can't keep dressing like you. And so Angelique is just explaining, I have to find my identity. I have to figure out who I am. I have to rid myself of being a vampire. I want to be human again. And I need your help to do this, Mala. And Mala is definitely going to agree to help her research and figure this whole thing out. So I am going to leave this part here. And we'll probably give Angelique a makeover. I think she'll probably reach out to Amelia, whose fashion sense she definitely admires. But yeah, I'm going to end this part here. So let me know what you think about this part. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by giving me a happy little thumbs up, by way of pressing the like button. Comment down below what do you think about the story so far. And if you haven't already and you want to see more content from me, please subscribe. I try to post every week, and I would love to have you be a part of the Southies family. As always, my name is Cece, and I'll promise never to break your game. Bye.